Hello everybody and welcome all of you to my channel Learning with Faraz. So in today's video, in our series of JavaScript, we will be starting the new concept that is an arrays. Now in this video, by the end of this video, you will be able to create your own arrays, process them, remove or delete elements from them, reverse the array and sort, and so many things are coming into this video. So let us begin. So let us start with the first thing first. What is an array? Now, if you're familiar with previous languages, you already have an idea. An array is a collection of elements prescribed with their indexes. Now, what is this index? Now, index in any programming language represents a position. Right? It is a position, it is a number that represents the position of a particular element. It is not a value, it is the positional number of a particular element. So that is an index. So whenever so what is an array? A collection of element with defined indices. That is an array. Now in JavaScript, arrays can be non-homogeneous and homogeneous arrays. So don't get confused with these words. What do I mean by the homogeneous arrays? Now the homogeneous arrays means the values of the arrays should be of the same type. For example, if I have number array, I should have only numbers in them. If I have string array, only strings should be them, and decimal, so many things. So the arrays in which the type is same, that are called as homogeneous arrays. When you come to the non-homogeneous arrays, now the arrays that have different types in them, that are called as non-homogeneous arrays, and this is something on which we will focus more in our tutorials. Now let us move further. What happening here is a non-homogeneous array can have different elements, it can have objects, it can have functions, it can have arrays. Within array, you can have a function, you can have an array, you can have an object, you can have the elements, anything. So pretty much, so arrays in JavaScript are so flexible to use. So let me demonstrate to you how you're gonna create an array. In order to create an array, just take a variable or constant, or let anything, take a variable name, array name is equal to square bracket open, then you will take the list of values separated by commas and close the square bracket with a semicolon. Another way is to create through a constructor. Var array name is equal to new array of that parenthesis. In that you will take values. If you don't take any values within them, that creates an empty array. If you take one number, it creates an array of that length. If you give so many numbers, that will be considered as the elements of the array. So I hope it is clear till now. Let us go on to the screen and create our first array in JavaScript. So here we are. So what I'm gonna do, var I'll take num is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So this is very simple. So this created your number array. So how gonna retrieve that array? Using any loop. So for I, consider the for in loop to be the best to retrieve the elements from an array. So we'll take for some variable x in num, close and open and close parenthesis, console dot log of num of x. So without giving any length to a loop, you can iterate through the entire array with the help of this thing. I'm gonna refresh. Now wait, I'm gonna open the HTML file. Okay, so you come here, developer and developer tools. Let us see what we have got here. So I'm gonna maximize this. So let's maximize this thing. Now you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got every element of the array. Okay. So what we can also do here is we can just retrieve even elements or odd elements from an array. We can find like that by putting a condition. Come here and see. Okay, so I'll put an if condition here. If that num of x modulus 2 returns 0. Then print this. That means we will get only the even elements of our array. Save, refresh, and you got 2, 4, 6. I hope you know how does that modulus is working here. Okay, so that's how we have created our array in JavaScript. So another method of constructor, var array name arr I'll take is equal to new of array, and I'll give some elements. Close this thing. Now what if I do console.log of array, save it, refresh, and you got your array. So this constructor method is rarely used, but we prefer this method only when it comes to the array. Okay, so we are done with the introduction part of the array. So what about the elements in an array that are non-homogeneous? Means what if I take different elements in an array? I could do that. Like for example, I can take student is equal to this. In this I will take the name of the student, something. I'll take his age, 20. I'll take his marks, maybe 80. I'll take his attendance, maybe 75. And I can do this. Now I can do in this way. So put a semicolon here. Again for y in student, open and close, console.log student of y. Save it and refresh. You got your John 20, 80 and 75. So that's how we were working with the non-homogeneous arrays.